going on, y'all? It's DNA. We're doing it one more time. Got something to say?
No. Okay. We were talking about my resolution as far as losing weight. I have to correct something because I must have blocked out the 8 extra pounds. I weigh 198 pounds. I was talking to my doctor to make sure I was saying it right, and I was saying it wrong. I weigh 198 pounds. I'm not going to be making a video next week because I'll be visiting my daughter. So I will be back the 20th to let you know whether I've gained, lost, or stayed the same. And I've been doing good. I put myself on a 10-day no bread diet, and I did really good. I had a piece of cake, my son's birthday. I did have a piece of cake, but I did really good on that. But as soon as I got off, should I?
Go ahead.
As soon as I got off my bread diet, I ate 4 pieces of toast. So I think I was doing better if I just stay on that diet. Just keep it going until. That's so wrong. I'm sorry.
So the formula is diet, then binge, diet, then binge.
And tomorrow I'm supposed to go on an only liquid diet, but I can't. The only reason I can't do that, the only reason I can't do that is because I take medication at night, so I have to have something, and I don't want to have a piece of bread.
Yeah.
I gotta have something, so I guess I'll have something small, maybe fruit or something. I have to ask my doctor what I can eat, so I can take the medicine and have something on my stomach. So I have to have something on my stomach when I take that medicine.
No
Other than
starch.
that, yeah, no starch. Other than that, I think I'm doing pretty good, except for the 4 pieces of toast. But I think I'm doing pretty good. I put on my jeans today, and I felt a little bit better when I put them on. Now I'm pulling them up constantly, so I think I lost a little bit. Even if it's 2 or 3 pounds, I lost a little bit from not eating all that bread, and I wasn't eating pasta either. My sons had pasta, but I didn't have any. So I'm doing pretty good.
No more. When you put the jeans on?
Didn't have to do that today.
Okay.
So,
I guess you're doing something right.
I'm doing something.
Well, on to the next subject. The death penalty.
Yes.
Pro or con?
I'm kind.
Why?
I don't think you have the right to take somebody's life. Even they say that, well, you committed this murder or these murders, you need to be put to death. That's still murder to me. Now you're gonna murder him for murdering. I don't see the eye for an eye there. My thing is, if you kill somebody, you take them out of the punishment. There's no more punishment for them. It's easy to kill somebody. Now they're gone, nothing happens to them. But if you make them live the rest of their life in jail, then they're being punished. Now I'm sure there's families out there that say, well, he killed my daughter, and he killed my wife, or he killed my son, or whatever the situation is, make them punished. Don't put them in the death chair, because after that's done, then what? They're not suffering.
They're gone.
So
then the victims' families can get some type of closure, some type of resolution.
You feel better after killing somebody?
No, it's not that you feel better after killing somebody. And quite frankly, some people might feel better if they caught that person right after the actual act. You understand? Of committing that crime against somebody that they loved or cared about or what have you. The death penalty is supposed to be a deterrent for people to not do something like that.
It isn't.
No.
We wouldn't have it anymore. Nor would kill it more, because they know if they kill, they'll be killed. They don't care.
No. If you kill somebody and you get the death penalty, then you get 3 hots in a cot. You get their punishment is you on 23-hour lockdown, where you get to come out and take a shower a couple of times a week, and you get to go in the yard and have a walk around by yourself, and that's the punishment?
That's not what I want to happen. Anyone who kills, their conviction, when they were brought up on charges because of murder, and everything points to them, there is no, there's no one else that could have done it. You're the only person that could have done it. When they finally say guilty and he's to go to jail, he is not to have any privileges. There are no privileges. I'm not going to reward you for killing somebody. You have to be punished for killing somebody. There's no hot showers for you. There's no 3 meals a day for you. There's no TV and walk around the yard. You are locked in this box for the rest of your life. Now you get a meal. I don't care what they feed you because you are not supposed to be. You're no longer human to me. But I'm not going to kill you. Killing you is not a good punishment for me. It's so easy to. Well, let's just get rid of him. Go to the next. Let him suffer. All the people he killed. I don't care if it's one person, 5 people. All the people he killed. Or the person he killed a family inside. They need to know he's being punished. I don't care if they bring him out for lashings. He needs to be punished every single day that he lives. Every day that he lives, he knows he killed somebody. You kill him, he don't see that no more. He's gone. You are okay. He gone. You know, I feel better. He got the death penalty. To me, he didn't suffer. He got to kill some people, and now he dead. I just don't see what he suffered.
An eye for an eye was, I guess, created for a reason. If you commit that kind of crime, something so heinous, I feel like if you stab somebody to death, then you should be stabbed to death. You understand? Whatever your preference is of murder for whoever you murdered, you should get that very same thing.
I used to say that.
Not for you to sit in a box for the rest of your life and feel bad and ask for forgiveness and try to write letters and want interviews and
you can't have that.
Talking about your rights. Your rights are eliminated the minute if you can't make that life, you can't take that life. Right. And if you take a life, there's a certain state, I'm not going to say which state it is, but a comedian once said it, that they believe that if you kill somebody, when you kill somebody, they kill you back. You understand? Which means you don't get access to the law library. You don't get, 3 hots in a cot. You don't get the chance to repent and ask for forgiveness and write the families letters, and you don't need that. For what? You wasn't thinking about that when you was out there committing them crimes. You understand? Now, if it's accentuated in certain circumstances, well, if you kill somebody, and this is just my opinion, if you kill somebody that's trying to kill you, that's self-defense.
Right.
If you kill somebody that you see is trying to harm a family member or a loved one in such a way that it's going to cause them severe damage, bodily, and you kill them, you understand? That's different because it's levels to this.
Right.
You understand? But if you just bump into somebody on the street and you kill them, or
right.
It's road rage and you kill them, or you go to commit a crime like robbery or,
right.
rape or, theft or anything like that, and you kill somebody, then I don't believe that you should sit on death row for 15, 20 years. You're getting old and fat and you had time to repent and, you done came to terms with it. And, no, I don't think you deserve that. I don't think you deserve that because that person, that life that you took, didn't have the chance to get old and get fat and get this or they get that. They didn't have that. You took that from them.
Right.
You took something from them that you didn't have the right to take or the power to give. You understand? So we have the power to create life when we procreate. Whoever's life you took, if you're convicted of a crime, so many people, aside from those actual people that are involved in that crime, whether they be, the recipient or the victim, which is basically the same thing. I said the same thing twice. Which if they, the assailant or the victim, either or, the families of these people are affected.
Right.
You understand? So I don't feel like you should kill somebody if you were a serial killer. We need to analyze them and find out what's wrong with their brain. Damn that. You kill somebody in some kind of sick, twisted, you understand? If that's what you do, that's how you want to get down, and that's how we should get down when it comes to you. If you're a rapist, they should put you someplace where you get raped.
Okay.
You understand? Okay. If you're a child molester, they should put someplace where you get molested. You You know, that's the deterrent for me. Okay? In certain countries, if you steal, they cut your hand off.
Right.
If you lie, they cut your tongue out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they call that cruel and unusual punishment. No, killing somebody is cruel and unusual punishment.
But
raping somebody is cruel and unusual punishment.
Put them in jail and you kill
No,
them. You
no,
are still
no, it's not.
killing.
Yeah, but they have so much time. You understand? And then they call the families and say, "Well, we want you to come and witness." You know something? If you killed somebody in my family, me watching you die won't bring me no satisfaction.
No, it doesn't.
You understand? Quite
So
frankly, if you kill somebody in my family, the only satisfaction that it would bring me is if I was able to do that. I'm serious. You understand? Because people don't. You got so many people that stand up for, you know, these are people on death row and they have lives and you forfeited all that.
True.
When you took somebody else's life, if it's not a legitimate reason, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
We fighting and you pick up a bat and you hit me in the head and I'm bleeding out the head and blood is gushing out my head. And you coming over there and you just beating on me and beating on me and beating on me. I'm going to die eventually.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
If I happen to pull out a knife or trip you and you fall and hit your head and die, I shouldn't be convicted for murder because that's self-defense.
Right.
But if somebody see you walking down the street and they decide, I want to snatch your purse, and they run up on you and snatch your purse and you fight them back and they kill you, then that's murder. And that's unequivocal murder. They didn't have the right to do that. They took your life because they were trying to take something from you that wasn't theirs to begin with.
True.
And in that, not only did they take or not take what they initially came to get, but they took your life. Mm-hmm. You can't, your life is not a pair of shoes. It's not a car. You can't go get another one.
Right.
You know, it's not a prosthetic limb. You can't go get another one. You understand? Mm-hmm. If these people do this, I feel like the death penalty should be something, and it should not be a long, dragged out process.
Now that I believe, I don't think this should be a long, dragged out process.
If you brought up on these charges, first and foremost, it has to be unequivocal proof that you did this.
Right.
Once they find out that you actually did this and it's unequivocal, you don't need to wait 15 years. Well, you're going on death row and you're gonna be there, and 8-9 years later they come back, you know, and they interview you, and you done got fat and you done got humble, and you know, because prison food ain't nothing but starch.
Right.
And that's from what I heard. I don't know from personal experience. FYI. But I don't feel like these people have the right to sit around and languish and have the taxpayers pay for them to live every day after they done stole the lives of productive members of society. They've taken the lives of these people who have families, who have children, who have friends, who have coworkers, who have enemies.
I don't think, that's another thing, I don't think we should have to pay for that. If his family doesn't pay for him, he gets nothing. He has to be punished.
No. If you're going to punish him, you punish him. If you make his family pay, you punishing his family. They didn't commit the crime.
Not making them pay. If they don't pay, he don't get nothing. If they don't want to have nothing to do with him, he's alone. He gets nothing. I don't care if he dies in there. You're not killing him.
So you want to Gandhi him. You want to starve him to death.
If that's how he dies, that's how he dies. But it's not at your hand. You have to lock him up because he has to be away from society. But as far as him being in there, if he has nobody that cares about him, he dies right there. And that's how you get rid of him.
Whether or not he got somebody to care about him is irrelevant. The person's life or lives that he or she or they took had people that cared about them. And they get no satisfaction.
And they get to go to trial. They when those people get to stand up, they always have the people stand up at the end and tell you how they felt. Some of those people may not want him to die that way. Because there's so many people out there who do have a heart. They say, I don't want him to die that way. I understand you took something from me, but I'm not going to be like you. There are a lot of people that say that. So he should be put in the hole, no food, no water. All he got is a toilet. Because they don't want to clean his crap when they get, So all he has is a toilet. As far as him laying down, throw him a blanket if you like. I don't care. I don't care what he sleeps on. I don't have nothing to do with that. Once he goes in that hole, he is punished. He needs to sit in there and think about all the crap he could have been doing with his life instead of killing the person he killed. I don't care if you think about it and he only lived for 3 days. I don't care how long he lives in there. The moment he's dead, throw him in a pine box or just throw him in the ground. I don't care to have a whole bunch of ground back there. Throw him in a hole.
He thinking about that from the second he get caught.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So he don't need no more time to think about.
He's
what I
not
did,
punished though.
Maybe no, he is punished because he's caught. Once he's caught, his punishment begins.
Most of those people
And
breathe the moment that they're caught.
Until
you finally caught me.
Yeah, until the trial comes and that final verdict is met and they get their sentencing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now our judicial system seems to work in a manner where you commit a crime, you get caught, you go to trial. If it's something that's murder, God forbid it's high profile. You know, because then the press is going to sensationalize it and, you know, cover it. Not saying that they condone that, but I mean, it's their job to report the news. Mm-hmm. And if you turn on every channel and it's all over the place, then that's where you get the sensationalism, because you get people that look for things like that just to be able to feed on them. Mm-hmm. You understand? Everything is about a quick buck, you know, and if you get the exclusive or he gets the exclusive or she gets the exclusive, all that is irrelevant, okay? If you kill somebody, I believe the only time you need is that time between your trial and your sentencing. And if you convicted of murder, you know, for whatever reason, and it's clear that, okay, well, you deserve the death penalty, then I believe they need to take you out back, literally. You understand? And no lethal injection, because it's more humane. You should be killed in the same manner that you killed them people, that person, what have you.
Now, in order to do
because
that,
then you learn.
In order to do that, you have
and
to
that'll
have
be the
people,
last damn thing you learn, and then you're gone.
You have to have people who want to do that. They become murderers.
No, they become executioners.
Still murderers.
Okay.
You can give me the name you like.
Guess what? The same guy that sits in there, that's a doctor, or the warden, or whoever it is that does that lethal injection thing, where he pushes that button.
He's a murderer.
And the first one go down. And he pushed the other button and the other two go down.
He's a murderer.
Okay? The same guy that pulled that switch when they was doing the electric chair.
A murderer.
You understand?
He's a murderer.
And the only way you make these people understand is it's a life for a life.
And if that was a deterrent, these people wouldn't still be doing it. That's why I said they know they're just going to sit there for 15, 16 years.
That's why they do it.
They are in a hole. That's why you change it to put them in a hole, and they don't get nothing. Your family don't give you no money that week or whatever for some food. You get no food. If they don't care nothing about you, you have nobody. Oh, nobody cares about me. Good. Stay in that hole, and you don't get no letters. You don't get no phone calls. You don't get no outside. You don't get no air. You don't get nothing. You get whatever's in that hole. That's it. He is punished. He cannot live forever in that hole.
What about well-to-do? People that come from well-to-do families or privileged. Okay? Say you come from a well-to-do family, millionaires. Mm-hmm. You commit a heinous crime, murder. Mm-hmm. You go to jail. They put you in a hole. You living good. Your family's still taking care of you.
You're still in the hole though. Only you getting is food. You can't have anything else but food and water. That's the only extra you can have from your family. Is food and water. You still get no light. You still get no books. You still get no outside privileges. You don't get anything.
Why do they deserve anything when they took
because their family thinks they do.
Damn what their family
But
thinks.
they're still in that hole. They can't get out. Family can't see them anymore. Eventually, they're not going to keep feeding somebody they can't see.
Their family is irrelevant. What they family believe is irrelevant. Okay? Mm-hmm. You took the life of somebody else's family member. Mm-hmm. What that family believes is irrelevant. Because I'm sure I've seen plenty of people where there was murder and family members came up and said, you know something, I forgive you because I guess it's the right thing to do in their heart and they believe it. Kill somebody, kill them back. You understand? In the Old Testament, it said an eye for an eye.